Hello, visit number 2. Alright, now this is concerning Obama's address at the Portland Expo. Um, I'm going to verbatim, pretty much close to say exactly what he said about how people were having concerns before it was even signed into effect, about how people are saying, how am I going to make it, how am I going to make ends meet, how am I going to make the bills, et cetera, et cetera. And so he equates in this address jobs to the healthcare program. Why? Because under this new healthcare program, starting as of last week, businesses can have a tax credit of 35% of an employee's wages as a tax credit write-off. All right, and then that the healthcare coverage bill is for the benefit of the future of our country and not for the fortunes of any one political party. And that before this bill was signed into effect, that there was fear-mongering, misinformation, overheated rhetoric. Um, he was told before it passed. I mean, they were hollering before it passed, and they're still hollering. And that he equates that these people who have been against the health care insurance, and this is where it all escalates to me, that if he's equating all dissent with the dissent on the healthcare package alone, but as he does it, he's also tying in every other form of dissent by this quote. This that he said, how the world will end if we pass this bill. There's no exaggeration. And he goes on and claims John Bernard said that it's Armageddon if he signs this bill, and that it would be the end of freedom as we know it. Well, then he goes on to further say that he looked up into the sky and he's holding his hands like, one hand up to dunk a basketball, the other one down here, and looked up into the sky to see if asteroids were coming. I looked to the ground to see if cracks were opening up in the earth. And you know what? It turned out to be a pretty nice day. Birds were still chirping. People were strolling down the street. No one no one pulled the plug on Granny. No one lost their doctor. And then he goes on further to say that no one was dragged away to be forced into some government-run health bill. That would be the FEMA camps, about the fear of being dragged away, not dragged away to a healthcare program. Thought I'd just put a little clarity there. And then he goes out and equates us, anybody who's had any questions concerning the viability of this plan as far as the financial burden it places on America when it's already mathematically impossible to pay our debts. So he says that the people who are offering a different insight or foundation based upon facts that they have, that they're the same as people who went out and planted seeds and come out the next day and saw that nothing had happened, and so they say, "Oh no, we will survive. We'll starve. We won't survive." Oh, so yeah. Like I said, folks, you just need to see the video. Now on this, I'm not signed up to be hearing anything from my local news station. I just subscribed to them here on YouTube today in the hopes that this video would be on their site, and it's not. So I have an option on their channel, not on their YouTube channel, but at their regular website, which is www.wgme.com, to share this. Now, as I've said before in my videos, I'm tied in with Twitter and my Facebook page. And those are the options of my share that I can do on Channel 13 News's webpage. So I'm going to actually click that link right now and see bookmark and share. And I'll also do it to Gmail. Alright, so this is successfully posting to my Facebook account. So now I'm going to push the share button, and it's successfully posted to my channel. So I'm going to open a new tab and go back there, and also do it on Twitter. So if this does not get uploaded onto the net, the video will still be available. So that's some of the terminology that I heard. And because it was some of the terminology that I heard, it gave me some insight as far as what's really going on. So now it says here at the news station that there's only 3 parts, but yet when I just posted this to Facebook, see, I would love to just play this audio track, but then YouTube will turn around and hit me for violation of copyright laws, even if I just was to let this be heard over my microphone. Also on Twitter, and I have SKeene1956 as a username there. So that will be a way for you to be able to get the video, if it's not posted pretty soon, up to the internet. So you really got to hear this to hear what's going on. Alright, so I'm tweeting this, and it's successfully posted on my Twitter account. I'd like to stress again, my Twitter account username is SKeene1956. I'll put that in the side marks also. Again, I would like to hear from people who watch this video and tell me if you hear what I'm hearing, because I'm hearing that this right here, if this continues, this method of distribution of information is going to impact the majority of Americans in such a way that they will perceive everything's okay. Everything is actually better. So I don't know whether there's a downside or not. Like I said in my previous video, if Americans want to pick up the cost for helping their fellow Americans, I have no problem with that. I think that's outstanding and noble of spirit for people to do so. But